Today we'll be discussing the claudistic analysis of freshwater fish using a cladogram and discussing how each of the fish got their binomial nomenclature or scientific name. We will be doing it on the class of freshwater fish known as Actinopterygii, which are all ray-finned fish. All of the freshwater fish are separated based on their taxons, and the taxons are based on certain derived characteristics of each fish. Today we'll be going over 6 different fishes examples. Our first example is in the order Siluriformes, and derived characteristics that separates them from the rest is the fact that they have barbels. Then we'll get to the family Ictaluridae, which separates into 2 genuses, Amarius and genus Ictalurus. Then Ictalurus goes into species Furcatus, which is known as a blue catfish. Then we move to the order Salmoniformes, and the derived characteristic that separates them is the fact that they are androgynous and only come back to rivers to reproduce. Then we get to the family Salmonidae and the genus Oncorcus, then the species Mycus, which is known as the rainbow trout. Then we move to the order Perciformes, and they are separated based on the fact that they have divided dorsal and anal fins. Perciformes divides into 2 families, Centrodidae and Percidae. Centrodidae divides into 2 genuses, Lepomis and Micropteridis, and Lepomis divides into 2 species, Macrochirus and Gibbous, and Gibbous is known as the pumpkin seed fish. Then we move to the order Anguilliformes, and the derived characteristics of them is the fact that they are apodes, which means they are limbless. Then we move to the genus Anguilla, and then the genus Rostrata, which is known as the American eel. Then we move to the family Sauciformes, and they are separated based on the fact that they have a flattened and elongated snout. Then you move to the family Saucidae and the genus Esox. Esox divides into 2 species, Americanus and Lucius, and the genus Americanus is known as the northern pike. The last example is the order known as Cypriniformes, and the derived characteristics is the fact that their upper jaw is projectile. The order divides into 2 families, Cyprinidae and Catastomidae, and the Cyprinidae then move to the genus Cyprinus and then move to the species Carpia, which is known as the carp. And a molecular clock forms between all the taxons, meaning that members of the taxon species have a closer relation than those, say, in class. As an example, we take the order Salmoniformes, and all the species in that genus will share maybe 95% of the same DNA, while members of the same family would only share about 85% of the DNA, giving a timeline of the fish.